All right, hey everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying your King weekend. So I wasn't able to post the homework help video yesterday on Friday because my tablet actually broke. So I've constructed this crazy little glass top concoction in my living room so I can do the homework help in my living room without my tablet. So here we go. Here's Friday's homework. Question number 1 is asking us to find the product of 45.67 and 32.58. And what we were working on in class Friday was using estimation or using fraction multiplication to check to make sure that our actual multiplication of the decimals is correct. So I'm not going to cover the fraction multiplication because we've been doing a lot of fractions recently, so I want to focus on the estimation for now. So first we're actually just going to find the product of these two numbers, and then we're going to go through the process of checking it. So let's start here, and I'm just going to kind of run through this. 45.67 in long multiplication form, 32.58. All right. I can't quite figure out how to make that stop auto-focusing, so I hope you guys are able to follow along here. First, we're going to start with multiplying 8 times each number on that top row. So get this. We add that to the carryover from here. We get this. Keep the same process going. We get a 5 here. Keep the same process going here, and we find that we get 36 over here at the end. Now we need our placeholder. Put that in. And we do the same process with 5 times each number in that row. Get to 35. We carry the 3. Keep following that process. We end up with an 8 there. Keep following that process. With a 2 here and a 2 here. All right. Now we need 2 placeholders because we're on another row. This process gets kind of long when you've got 4 digits going across the bottom of this long multiplication. We just keep that process going. Now we're at 2 times 7, that's 14. We carry that 1, and we add that to the product here, and just keep moving through the process. Now we need 3 placeholders on that next row. It's a lot of placeholders. All right, now we're on the 3 going across the top. Okay, now we need to combine all of those numbers together. Six, we got an 8 here. We get a 12 here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we get a 12 here. Carry that 1, add that on in. 9, carrying stuff again. 7, 8, 4, and 1. All right. Now we got to figure out where our decimal goes. Here we've got 2 digits behind the decimal. Here we've got 2 more digits behind the decimal. That's a total of 4. So we start here and we come over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's our decimal. Come over 3 more. Here's our comma. We get 1,487.9286, or 1,487 and 9,286 10,000ths. All right, so now we're going to use some estimation to double check and see if we have our decimal in the right place, see if this is close. So 45.67 is going to round up to 46. 32.58 is going to round up to 33. We're going to multiply those numbers. 6 times 6 is 18. Carry the 1, add that back in. Okay, we got to put our placeholder in here. And it's going to be the same thing because we multiplied times 3, so we can just go ahead and write the 8, the 3, and the 1. All right, we're going to add those straight down. Get an 8 here, 11, carrying that 1. Got a 5 and a 1. Comma goes here. 1,518, 1,487. Those numbers are roughly similar to each other, so this does tell us that we have our decimal in the right place. If we had our decimal here, this would be 148, which would be nowhere near 1518. And if we had our decimal here, this would be 14,000, which is nowhere near 1,000. So we know when we look closely at the estimation, we can also see that it does align with the multiplication that we just did. So we know we are close to the right answer. All right, let's go ahead and move on to number 2. I have another sheet of paper here. I like doing this on my tablet much better, but just trying to make it work for our scholars. All right, number 2, we're told that someone is spending $4.70 every day on their way to work, and if there's 24 work days in a month, we want to know how much they're spending. So that's a multiplication problem. We're going to multiply the number of work days in a month times the number of times they stop to get the coffee. All right, so here we got 4 times 0, 0. 4 times 7, that's 28. So we're carrying that 2. 1 for 16 plus the 2 gives us 18. All right, here's our placeholder. Now we got 2 times 0. 0, 2 times 7 is 14. Carry the 1. 2 times 8 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1 gives us 9. Adding straight down. 0, 8, 12. Carry the 1. So that gives us 11. All right. We've got 2 numbers behind a decimal here, so we come over 2 places. That gives us $112.80. All right, let's use our estimation to see if it makes sense. 24 doesn't need to be rounded. That's at 24. 4.7 is going to be rounded to 5. 24 times 5 gives us 120. These numbers are similar. If our decimal was in the wrong spot, we would see, because this would be nowhere near that. So we know we're on the right track. Very good. Let's go ahead and move on to number 3. All right, this time we're told that somebody makes a base salary of $2,456.75 each month. On top of that, they earn $4.75 for each gym membership they sell, and they sold 32 gym memberships in that 1 month. And we're going to try to determine how much money total they made that month. So we're going to do our 475 times the 32. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry the 1. I'm going to run through this a little bit more quickly. We know how to do long division. I don't need to explain every step here. 2. Okay. I'm going to add there. Okay, we got 2 decimal places here, so we know they earned $152 on top of their base pay. Let's make sure that 152 makes sense by estimating. So we got 32 times 5. That's going to give us 160. 150 and 152 and 160 are pretty close, so we can assume that that's right. Now we're going to go ahead and add back in this $2,456.75. So we get 5, 7, 8, 0, 6. So we got $2,608.75. Not bad monthly pay right there. All right. And we got one more question left. Let me try to knock it out in 60 seconds or less. No, that ain't going to happen. You know, I like to keep these videos under 10 minutes, so it looks like I'm going to go a little bit over this time, but that's okay. I'm not going to go over by much. So someone's backyard measures 24.6 feet by 14.8 feet, and we want to know the total area of their yard. So we're going to go ahead and do our multiplication here, our long form multiplication. Run through it kind of quick. Two placeholders now because we're on another line. 2 numbers behind the decimal, 1 on this line, 1 on this line. So we're going to come over twice. And we're going to put, oh, I almost put a $sign, but we're not calculating dollars here. We're calculating feet times feet. Feet times feet. Feet by feet. So that would be feet squared, or square feet is how we usually write it in the United States. Most metric countries would write the unit and then put the squared sign behind it, but in the US we usually do that. I actually prefer this method, feet squared, but either way it's still a correct answer. Now let's use some estimation. 24 is going to round up to 25. 14.8 is going to round up to 15. That's a 0.6, so that goes up. 0.8 goes up. 25 times 15, 25 times 5, 125. Put our 0 in. 125 is 25. So that's 375, and we can see that 375 and 364 are relatively close to each other, so we know we've got our decimal in the right spot. All right, everyone, hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And listen, I need you guys to look up the reviews I just put up. I just put up reviews for 7 different math lessons from this module, and for each one that you successfully finish, I'm going to use that to boost whatever score you already had for that lesson. So if you had a low score or a 0, I had a lot of zeros this module. I don't quite know what happened. Some people just didn't turn things in, and I didn't notice till I looked closely at the grade book. So I'm sorry I missed it up front. But now is your chance to go ahead and get those grades fixed. And I will see you guys Tuesday.